Let's take a seat here.
Oui, asseyons-nous là. J'ai dit oui.
Everything is settled. But there's still some time left. Maybe I should take a walk?
Mais tu m'as dit que je voulais t'asseoir, non? Je vais me promener.
Forget it. I've done enough walking around already.
Ah oui, on a
Let's
assez
take a
marché.
seat and rest for a while.
Ah oui.
Looks like I don't have to worry about her. Let's wait for the opening ceremony to start.
Ah oui. Peu après.
Wow! It's Miss Robin! Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Robin!
over here, Miss Robin! Miss Robin! Miss Robin!
Waouh. Welcome to my...
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos. It's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the Penacony and on behalf of myself, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our guests. As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone, this celebration is unprecedented in scale. Not only that, the customary opening ceremony held at the Penacony Grand Theater has now moved to the Radiant Feldspar. We invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for Oti Alfalfa, head of the... What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Feldspar had to halt its voyage due to an anomaly in the Sweet Dream. Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the Dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the father of Penacony, Mikhail Chard Legwork, one of the legendary Nameless who laid the foundations of Penacony. In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It was also they who led the van. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience.
Aww, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us.
Ouais, elle parle de nous. Quoi? Ça va être sympa.
That's right. Unparalleled.
Vraiment, je trouvais tout complètement bizarre.
And now, the Sweet Dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Fest with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family. On behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos,
Les gens nous
offer a
regardent.
token of a...
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation
What?
that we hope you will accept with grace. Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
Nameless! Nameless! Nameless!
Les deux, hein. Sont où les autres là? Sont où
And
les
now,
autres? Ouais,
I propose a
Nico?
toast
dingue.
to harmony, to the trailblaze, to the future of Penacony and the universe, and to the cheers!
Cheers!
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well, all's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands? There are still so many bombs. Now's not the time for plot twists. I can't handle this alone. Time to create a group and inform everyone.
Je veux l'avoir dans ma tête. C'est musique de Spark maintenant. Ah, il y a tout le monde en fait! Aventurier? Non mais... Ratio! Putain! Oh putain mais... C'est comme ça! Allez, on va trouver les bombes, y a pas de
All
minuteur.
set. Let's start following them.
Ouais, y a pas de minuteur quand même. Ah, il signe... Ah, signé noir. La mauvaise.
At least I made some progress.
J'ai répondu au pif, hein, la question. Non, d'un boum à boum, j'abandonne. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, cowboy d'argent? J'ai trouvé 217 poupées parlantes. Ah 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 ah. La beauté m'a bouffé pas de d'idée. Aventurine, il a fait quelque chose ou il a juste...
Not much time left. I hope I...
Quand que je vais... Mais on a fini pour la dernière fois. Ah. Comment je descends là? C'est-à-dire que la dernière fois...
Is that Firefly?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Looks like she also sent you a message. Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as
27 minutes, 52 seconds. 27 minutes.
The sweet dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb, apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it.
Ah mais pour le kiff. Ah non mais pour le kiff. Je m'en doutais. Ah, allez, on va la dénoncer.
Actually, there might be another way.
Comment?
Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3
Oh, c'est bon, là.
times in the land of
Non, non,
dreams.
non,
I
non,
think
non.
this moment heralds the 3rd time.
Non? Non? Non?
You may already know that I have no
Yes.
way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This, as long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream, and I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible, where there are no living souls around. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending.
Je suis heureuse avec toi. Oui.
I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossible, whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
La cinématique, elle était magnifique. Elle était incroyable.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie
Non mais,
for the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life.
désolée Kéron, mais la cinématique, elle était magnifique. Mais mettez-les en couple, je sais pas, mettez le pionnier et Firefly en couple, c'était adorable.
Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
Non mais, il y a toujours la statue du chien, du Yanch.
But before leaving, We still have one last thing to do.
Je vais Gallagher dans ce. Enfin, aussi aux autres sans nom à tout.
Looks like you've also noticed that history fictionologist is nowhere to be found in Penacony, disappearing just as quietly as when he first showed up.
Le fictionniste de l'histoire a disparu de Penacony. C'est simplement qu'il est dans les pays.
I believe he must have come here at the end, to bid farewell to his nameless friends. Similarly, I'm sure you all have plenty you want to say to them.
Oui, on a beaucoup de choses à dire à tout le monde. On dit au revoir à tous.
A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
Non, je veux pas. Je veux pas. Bon, allez, on va faire nos adieux. Adieu, Gallagher.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly either way, he's and at least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too.
Oh,
Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
il y a que ce jeu à 42 secondes là. Il y a que ce jeu vraiment pour me mettre dans des.
A fitting end to the tale of the departed.
D'accord. T'as rien d'autre à dire, mais bon, merci.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those three people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dream...
History may not remember the names of the dead. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleeting in the darkness too vast. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky. Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina J. and Estella, we raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses.
Oh la vache. Bon, bah maintenant, j'ai Mika. C'est vrai que j'aurais pu me téléporter. Est-ce qu'on voit le truc? Non, on voit pas. Ou alors peut-être que de l'autre côté. Mince, je suis trompée. On s'en va.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their... Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are... we're still managing without.
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise it to your tenacity throughout time, to each.
Pareil, je devrais mettre le pionnier harmonie, mais... Parce que j'ai pas ce qu'il faut pour le pionnier harmonie. Attends, je vais le bien. Voilà.
In the end, we still came full. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock. There shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express, to Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madam... They were also young once. Stumbling and bumbling around just like us. Getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions. But those things are all in the past.
Je vais pas dire ça, mais je vais pas dire ça. De toute façon,
Yeah. Maybe that's the precise thing I can't let go of.
De toute façon, c'est toujours comme ça avec la vie, hein. C'est comme ça.
It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed. Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, so even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes.
J'essaie de regarder autre chose parce que j'ai mal aux yeux avec ce truc.
But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the end. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile, and its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but...
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
Oh le pauvre. C'est mon travail. C'est mon travail déjà.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony.
C'est vrai qu'on n'a toujours pas prévenu Pam-Pam en fait de ce qui se passe, hein.
Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
Ouais.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Ouais, mais avant, attendez, on a Acheron à dire au revoir à Acheron. Je vais lui dire au revoir, moi. Acheron. Oui, je veux bien regagner l'Express, mais attendez, je dois dire au revoir à Acheron. Et par contre, c'était quoi le truc tout à l'heure avec le meilleur fait là, j'étais toute heureuse, toute contente et tout, et d'un coup, ah non, finalement. Chier. Acheron, on s'en va. Acheron. Acheron, on
Do
s'en
you
va.
still remember when we first arrived in Penacony? Who would have thought our paths would cross in such a way?
C'est les questions que je lui posais.
The ocean of stars is vast. And given our destinations, I'm afraid our paths may not
Et si
cross
t'inquiète
again.
pas, on s'en recroisera. On s'en recroisera dans Genshin Impact, t'inquiète pas.
But the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full of unknowns. And my blade is sharp enough. Ah. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were... What do you mean? It's improbable that you've crossed paths with my past self. I see. You've also had a similar experience? Then you Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked on journeys. Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this... In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different. And countless people who are alike. I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes overlap. In your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean?
Des verbes. Je sais pas, moi.
Attachment,
Je pose
desire,
des questions à Karen.
longing. I believe it's not something external, but something perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but that is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path. Within them, we glimpse our own essence. And thus, just like everyone in this story, hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their life. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless, on the path of the trailblaze.
Elle est trop belle, cette image.
Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine.
C'est cause oui.
There are but before that, on the road towards the end, and because of this is the meaning of journey. All those things, beautiful before, it will still bloom at the end of the nihility.
Ah oui, sans transition, directement à l'Astral Express. Hein. Tu parles à Kéron, mais ouf. Pom pom, faut pas pleurer. On est désolé, on t'a laissé tout seul, mais c'est la dernière fois, promis.
There. Chin up, Pom Pom.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly insufficient.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom Pom?
Ah, c'est vrai qu'il faut que je ramène ta queue, Pom Pom.
We told Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen... The conductor never cries. Pom Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel.
Ah, c'est juste ça. Oh.
That's right! Pom-Pom is just angry! It's not because of Misha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rat.
T'avais dû faire un petit câlin maintenant.
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom, just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom.
But...
Let's go, March.
Parler à l'équipage. Ligne de passagers. Oh.
I never expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hope. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the express.
Ça va lui donner du café.
Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of... Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
Ah, c'est de ma faute du coup?
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom Pom pacing.
Turns out Pom Pom's been silently putting in a lot.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without but because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating.
Okay.
When you put it like that, it doesn't actually sound too bad. But I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the... As for which one we're headed to, that...
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
Black Swan?
Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
Qu'est-ce que tu faisais dans la chambre, toi?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Dis ça, j'ai même pas de chambre. Qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
Mais non, on peut la garder.
The Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trip, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only reveals a world fettered by 3 paths. Its destiny hanging in the balance. The eternal land, Amphorius.
La terre éternelle, Amphorius.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
C'était... Rendez-vous. Oui. C'était... Ah, il va rejoindre les 10 cartes de pierre. Il va les rejoindre.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Tu vas me sortir d'ici. Oui, sortez-le d'ici. Sortez-le, je vais scream tout ce qu'on dit. Sortez-le d'ici.
Looks like my time's up.
On dirait que mon temps est échoué. Mais non, en plus il est bien avec des chaînes et tout. Hein.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death.
My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very...
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm.
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to... I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
What? Ah, c'est fini. Ah, c'est vite. Ah, c'est fini. Ça finit comme ça. Billet composé. Oh, utile. Yes. Ouais. Ouais. Oui. Oui. Il est où, Aventurine? Bordel. Bon, bah, la caisse se termine là, du coup, bah, c'est fini. Oh, c'est ok. Donc, bah, je vais m'arrêter là. Voilà, je vais m'arrêter là.